retro. Groupies on me, that's fine, don't sweat those. Been on keeping my head strong. My dog ain't talk about Petco. Brand new ones, they retros. Live fast, die on set, my headstone. Stop been grown. You ain't get money, been frank in the friend zone. I ain't never switched up on the family. Be talking to net at me. Gotta watch my wrist, that's classy. I'm a dog to a she nasty. Then I'm about me. My mama proud she had me. Can't let nobody surpass me. I moved to the back like an athlete. Got a little buzz, but these zippers on chance me. Just take a look at my rap sheet. Independent, man, these can't stand me. Won't stop till I got me a Grammy, a crib with a leg and a whip for my granny. I ain't never had me no plan B. Look at me now, got a problem, get at me.
Trippin', this is easy, easy. Got 'em excited to meet me, meet me. I got diamonds, you got CZs, CZs. Wake up, get to it, and repeat, repeat. Hey, I ain't hearing nothing haters say. Let 'em talk about us. My whole crew is about 100 deep. Gotta walk around us. I kill it and then I walk away with the chalk around it. I just get low key and watch 'em talk about it, talk about it. I'm in New York and we finna get loose. Squeeze the big apple and give me the juice. Don't wanna talk, I just do what it do. My alter egos can fill up a room. Hop on a flight, take a trip to Peru. That hop in the whip that is missing the roof. My woman a fire, just look at my boo. I'm no money, I'm feeling like ooh, 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 ooh. I don't need much, your Billy a do. Ooh, 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 ooh. Breaking the hearts and breaking the rules. Ooh, 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 ooh. 10 out of 10, I'm feeling like two. I ain't tripping, this is easy. Got 'em excited to meet me. I got diamonds, you got CZs, CZs. Wake up, get to it, and repeat, repeat. Hey, I ain't hearing nothing haters say. Let 'em talk about us. My whole crew is about 100 deep. Gotta walk around us. I kill it and then I walk away with the chalk around it. I just get low key and watch 'em talk about it, talk about it. Every week I got a mission to get it. Hop on a flight and then finish in business. I'm sitting in business, just look at the ticket. A traveling man, I'm switching to pivot. Why would I talk about it when I live it? I know that you live it, I know that you mad. Putting up numbers and flipping the digits again and again and again. Well, you get it. Elevate and enjoy the saga. Better pay, give me more them dollars. Still on the grind, ahead of my time. My yesterdays are your mananas. Trip to Hawaii to bust out the haka. I bust out the haka, I bust out the ooh. When there's nothing to do. Never been capping, you know that it's true. Haters will cry me a river like boo, boo. Breaking the hearts and breaking the rules. Ooh, 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 ooh. 10 out of 10, I'm feeling like two. I ain't tripping, this is easy, easy. Got 'em excited to meet me, meet me. I got diamonds, you got CZs, CZs. Wake up, get to it, and repeat, repeat. Hey, I ain't hearing nothing haters say. Let 'em talk about us. My whole crew is about 100 deep. Gotta walk around us. I kill it and then I walk away with the chalk around it. I just get low key and watch 'em talk about it, talk about it. Yeah.
We are technically 5 miles east of Washington, D.C., and that's where you find this place, FedEx Field in Landover, Maryland. Today, it's the opener of the 2023 NFL season, as it'll be the Arizona Cardinals taking on the Washington Commanders. New season of NFL football is here, and we're off in 2023 on EA Sports. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. They fake the handoff. Now Murray. This is taken in by McBride. Down the left sideline. Touchdown, Cardinals. Trey McBride, 81 yards. And the Cardinals are on the board here first in the season opener. Now Matt Prater for the point after. And the Cardinals will go up 7-0.
Score Cardinals 7, Commanders 0. Matt Prater to kick off for Arizona.
After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. Well, some might have returned that one. He won't. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start the drive from the 25. Howell and the Commanders come up now 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Oh, and that is incomplete. Well, these two teams, Charles, Arizona and Washington, 2023, a new beginning for both. Of course, for the Cardinals, a new coach, Jonathan Gannon, coming over from Philadelphia, where he was a defensive coordinator on their run to the NFC title, and then new ownership here in Washington.
And that gives each franchise a chance to start fresh, to turn the page. And I'm looking at Washington. They could be sneaky good. Despite the fact they didn't make the playoffs last year and the other three teams in their division did, Washington finished 500 at 8-1. They could make a jump.
So following the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 25. Throwing here, Howell. This one complete to Curtis Samuel. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 17 yards that time and a Washington first.
1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
They'll run for the first time with Antonio Gibson. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Well, that's not an easy play for a defensive end because most of his responsibility has him getting upfield and working, but how about his vision to see where the play was going? Crashed down inside and tackled him for a loss.
So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. Howell down to throw it. That's out wide here for Robinson. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47.
After a gain of 7, brings up 3rd and 5.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. From the gun on 3rd down, Howell. And this is dropped. Oh, boy. A chance for a big play early, but he could not secure it.
Oh, I don't know if he's sensing contact to come or what, but that's a ball he'd love to have back. That could have gone for big yardage, but it just didn't want to stay in his hands. That's a tough break.
Oh, a big decision here early. Look at this. They're going to go for it on their own side of the field. Howell going to go for it. Pass to the sideline and pulled in. Well, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a first down.
Charles, their first drive of the game, and already they're taking chances here, but they get the 4th down conversion. I'm curious, do you think that that's something they game planned for on the opening drive if it came up, or is that something that happened organically?
I think that they game planned for it, Brandon, and when you think about it, let's just say it. The word analytics is a big part of how everyone looks at a game nowadays, but it's not just the analytics. It's a coach willing to be daring, willing to be bold, and they certainly were there. If you're a coach, you'll absolutely take that run every time on first down because it really sets you up to go in a number of directions here on second.
Howell's throw into the hands of McLaurin. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1.
Brings up 3rd and 1.
Robinson will try to pick it up. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1.
Just a simple run play there on 3rd and 1, but this D was up to the challenge and stopped them, bringing up 4th down.
It's a 47-yard field goal try from here, but instead they're going to opt to go for it on 4th down. They'll go. It's Gibson. And he is not going anywhere. They stop him for no gain. He needed 2. He barely got back to the line of scrimmage. And this 10-play drive winds up yielding nothing. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And one of the things we like to hit on every year are the new rule changes. And we got a few for 2023. A lot are procedural, having to do with deadlines and roster construction and such. But 2 kind of caught my eye, Charles. One is the option to fair catch a kickoff and have it come out to the 25 like it does in college. You like that?
I don't. I don't like it at all. I don't like it in college. I don't like it in the NFL. I want to have something different. And I really wanted the special teams coaches to be a little bit more involved. But I do understand why the league is doing it. They believe it promotes safety, and it's hard to argue against that.
What about, this is the other one, guys can now wear the number 0. We've already seen some make the switch, Calvin Ridley, DeAndre Swift, Braxton Berrios, amongst others.
Yeah, and you know something? When you see those guys make that move, I don't mind that at all right? A little more expressionism for these guys. I love it. I just think we didn't go far enough. What about double 0, like Jim Otto used to wear or Kenny Burrow used to wear? Let's add that back to the NFL jerseys.
On 2nd down, here's Murray. He'll get this to DiMercado. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 19 yards there on the catch and run.
Someone's sharp in this game. I mean, a touchdown pass on the first drive and comes right back, and he's flinging it around really well here.
Really nice throw there to pick up the 1st down. You kind of just feel a laser focus and confidence about him, and I think we saw that this week, didn't we? Talking to him and the coaches, they felt good about his performance coming up.
Yeah, I was really impressed with that last practice we saw when they went through 2-minute drill, when they went through all the different situations. Ball hardly hit the ground, and I thought, yeah, he might be locked in for this one.
That's caught. It's John Hightower. And he'll be stopped in his tracks right at the 33. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run.
And the Cardinal 1st down.
From Commanders territory now, it's 1st and 10, down at the 33. Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. Escaping the pressure right. Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Cameron Curl. And the Commanders are going to get this back to their own 34-yard line. He got out of the pocket there, was wondering what he was going to do with it, but I think he was calling, his receiver was calling for the ball, wasn't he?
He certainly was. The problem, he called for it too late, and when he delivered, they were all over him in the secondary and came up with the interception.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And on the last drive, they were in field goal range. They just opted not to kick it, didn't get it. How does that change the mentality this go-around?
I don't think it changes much for the head.
Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
Picked up by Michael O.J. Mudia.
And a great return here gets this one all the way down to the 26-yard line.
They'll take over first and 10 at the 26-yard line.
After the turnover, here's Murray. And that's to the left sideline and incomplete.
Had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he led him just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground, incomplete.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Murray now. Throwing left sideline complete. It's Moore. And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the first.
And remember, this drive started off following the turnover, and they've taken no time working their way down the short field. A nice connection there, and now they're looking at a 1st and goal.
And they'll try the option on 1st and goal. And he gets halfway there from the 6 to the 3 on a gain of 3.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean, or else they'll just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
On the handoff, it's DiMercano. And he gets halfway there from the 4 to the 2 on a gain of 2. Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. Murray changing the play. Now they'll put a receiver in motion left. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cardinals. Vincent Smith, a 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Cardinals are off to a 13-0 first quarter lead. Extra point good by Prater. And that'll make the score 14-0.
14. Commanders nothing.
After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
At their own 24-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
Second quarter now from our nation's capital, and it's Washington in possession of the football as they've got a 2nd and 8 forthcoming.
Here we go, Shaq.
Back to throw, Howell. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down. So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Now Howell. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50.
That third down conversion good for 23.
Yeah, these are the types of plays they're going to need to hit on if they're going to get back into this game. It hasn't been the greatest of first halves, but this is a nice throw here on third down, and they keep the drive going.
On 1st and 10, it's Gibson. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, got to like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
Second down and a run by Robinson. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. Another 6-yard carry, same as last play. First down.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Back to Robinson now on first down. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down.
Not a huge carry there on first down, but not all of them will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on second down.
This time they'll throw it with Howell. It's caught on the right side by Robinson. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. It'll go as a gain of 4. And now it's 3rd and 3.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
Throw right side complete to Dotson. And down inside the 15 he goes. 3rd catch of this first half for him, and this one is a first down.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half, but I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
Back to the ground with Gibson. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That's Zaven Collins into the backfield with ease and making the stick.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on the early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. Here's Howell. They'll set up the screen for Gibson. And they're going to lose some on this play. Being knocked back to the 18. It'll be a loss of 2 on the play, and that'll make it 3rd and 13. And not an easy spot here. They'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the first. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Dotson has it. Touchdown, Commanders. An 18-yard touchdown grab. And the Commanders have cut it back within a score. Joey Sly on for the extra point. And that one makes it 14-7. Washington kick team back out there now as they will send this one away. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. So both of these teams, Charles, coming off touchdowns now, but this offense, they just had to stand on the sideline, watch their opponent offer a really impressive drive to reach the end zone.
Yeah, and I think you're not telling yourself the truth if you don't think there's some one-upsmanship going on right now, because they just had their touchdown answered by a drive of double-digit plays that also found the end zone. Now they want to do something even more impressive to answer that one.
Now here's a throw right side, taken in by his tight end. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to third down.
Coaches always harp on the quarterback reading the defense and getting it to the open man. That's good recognition there. And how about what he did after the catch?
Yeah, hit your tight end, let him get some rack.
Yeah, when he gets moving, not many guys want to come over and put a hit on him, do they?
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Third and 2, and here's Murray. He's going deep for Brown. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. Touchdown, Cardinals. Hollywood, Marquise Brown, 67 yards. And the Cards go up by 2 touchdowns. Prater for the extra point, and it's now 21-7.
Commanders 7. Matt Prater to kick off for Arizona.
After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. And he returns this to the 22.
On the return, the Commanders take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Let's go.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And right now, Charles, it just feels like they're trying to keep pace. They did score the touchdown last time out, but they still trail by double digits here. We'll see if this offense is once again up to the task.
Yeah, and I think that after the last drive, they've got to be pretty revved up, don't you think? Everything they were doing was working pretty well. They go back out there with the same mindset, playing the same tempo and the same pace. Still a lot of time left to make something happen in this one.
At the 47-yard line.
They'll go play action. Howell. And this one incomplete. Threw it down at the feet of his receiver. You got a young quarterback. Maybe that's just an example of a growing pain for him.
I think you're right about that, because when the game starts to move fast and it moves quickly on him, a lot of times they fall back on what they know best, their arm. He's slinging it on this one. Had a wide open target, but didn't have the proper footwork to increase his accuracy.
Winds up and lets it go for Samuel. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be third down.
He certainly had a good game throwing the ball so far, but I think he was trying to take that from good to great with that throw, trying to get one downfield.
So now 3rd and 10. A big play to start the drive, but nothing since. With a play fake, and now here's Howell to throw it. And that is incomplete.
I think it's safe to say that he's made some questionable decisions out there so far. Forced some throws into tight coverage. He's already been picked off in this game. 4th down now, but he was fortunate on that one not to have another turnover on his ledger.
The 3 straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on 4th. Howell looking to throw again. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. The Commanders went for it, but they cannot pick up the first. And the Cardinal defense is going to get the football back. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. They've had a very solid first half, and as we near the end of that first half, they're just looking for a little more on top of their lead right now.
And when you put together a game plan on offense, you put together what you think is going to be the best possible scenario, right? Hey, we're going to score. These are the plays that are going to do it. But you also put together your counters, meaning after they make adjustments to what you're doing, what do we have to go to next?
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Exactly. So I can't wait to see if we come out of the half, how they're going to go about doing things. Do you just keep running what you ran before, or do you go to your counters expecting those adjustments to happen?
Before that, we'll see the end here this first half. Murray with a 3rd and long. Eluding the pressure right. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
That might be the 3rd down stop that they needed because they've had a lot of trouble slowing down this offense in the first half. This might be their opportunity to get off the field.
Staying put for now. They'll go for it on 4th down. They're going to try and throw. Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops.
The Commanders take over 1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Got it. Ready?
On 1st and 10, it's Robinson. Down to about the 37. Howell trying to get his offense to hurry up and get set.
A 3-yard pickup.
On 2nd down, another shot for Robinson.
Even with him busting through the contact, he'll still be stopped just inside the 35. Now Washington going to use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop him with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. And the Cardinals, they trot out their dime package for 3rd down.
60 Eagles, 60 Bobcat, 60 Bobcat. Bravo 80.
Howell. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10.
1st down, Howell to throw.
This to McLaurin out on the left side. And inside the 5 here before he's out of bounds, right at the 3. That'll go for a gain of 7, and it's 2nd down. And that extra yardage makes this upcoming field goal attempt much more manageable.
Agreed, because when you talk to defensive coordinators, they always tell us the 35-yard line on our side of the field, that's the line we guard the most aggressively, because once they get there, they believe they're in field goal range.
Well, still some climbing left to do to get back to even, but forcing a turnover and getting the field goal there, that's a small step toward erasing the early deficit.
Absolutely. That interception field goal, that's the beginning of what they hope will be several steps towards erasing that deficit and building a lead of their own by the time this game is over.
So still time for the kickoff here. 1 second to go in the half as this one is away. And that'll do it for the end of the 2nd quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
Commanders 10.
And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. And we'll see if week one fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
Take over first and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the third quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game. And to their credit, resulted in a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think that at halftime, they're going to anticipate that defense loosening up a little bit to try and cover the passing lanes. They've got to get the running game going, and there should be some gaps to run through now.
They try and run on first down, but this one going to lose a couple yards as they get him behind the line. Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss.
Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 28-yard line.
And Howe will throw it. Oh, the turnover fest continues. Here's another interception. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line.
First and 10 at the 28-yard line.
On play action, it's Murray. Big loss here as he's taken down. Well, this one from about 2 counties over after the sack. They come up on a 2nd and very long. Here's Murray. And this is caught. It's Brown. It'll be a pickup of 15 as that'll lead to third down.
Partner, this is one of the best routes anyone can have in their offensive playbook. Tough to defend because you think it's a go route, and then he breaks it back on the comeback. There's one other thing you need as well.
A well-thrown ball?
Exactly right. You have a guy who has some precision in throwing the football because of the timing of the route.
Screen pass to Connor. He'll get it inside the 20, and he's going to get it all the way down to the 10-yard line. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
At the 10-yard line.
The give is to DeMercado. And he'll get this down inside the 5 to the 4 before he's out of bounds. And give him 5 that time as they draw a bit closer here for a 2nd and goal. So that run gets them about halfway home.
Yeah, it's now 2nd and goal. The end zone beckons. It looms. They can do whatever they want. Full playbook. Run it again, or they can go play action and try and put it in that way.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal. Oh, now Moore going to get a chance to run. And a great job there to read that one defensively. They strung him out, would not allow him to cut upfield. This defense bending but not breaking. It's a gain of 3. It's now 4th and goal. They'll come out in the pistol. They're going to run. Here's Connor. The run is turned away on 4th and goal from the
2. And Washington is able to come up with a goal line stand. So he needed the short yardage, Charles. He elected to try to bounce it outside of the outer third, unsuccessful.
Sometimes those plays are stacked up by the defense and there's nowhere to go, so you have to bounce it outside. And some backs just get impatient. They want to go to where they think there's more open territory instead of going where the play was actually blocked. In any case, it didn't work here.
And they work this out past the 25. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
Certainly no settling into the drive there. They came right out on the first play and attacked the middle of the field for a big gainer and a first down.
On first down, Howell. Going to be caught downfield by Dotson. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. Another big play here as they strike for 31.
I think this defense was still trying to recover from that last play, so you wonder if they were ready for this one. You have to imagine their defensive coaches are yelling at them to get focused, because if they don't, more plays like that will result in giving up points.
They'll throw on first down. Here's Howell. Flush to his right. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up second down.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they've brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
Second and 10, third quarter of the season opener. Well, everybody was up there ready at the line of scrimmage, CD, but no snap, and the delay of game ensued.
Yeah, and I'm sure their head coach is asking the exact same thing. What's going on out there? Almost like they thought they had more time than actually was on the clock.
And now after the delay of game, they're operating behind the sticks, second and 15. Howell, he'll look to throw it. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
And we just saw another example. These cornerbacks have played tight coverage all game long. Might start wanting to think about a few double, triple move routes to try and shake their guys free.
You're right, they have had no room to breathe. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Throwing here, Howell. And he's going to be intercepted for the third time thus far. And the Cardinals are going to get it back here just past the 35.
They'll take over first and 10 at their own 36-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. A kind of a lucky break on the prior drive, Charles. The turnover on downs that the offense had didn't come back to bite them after the other side. Their defense came through, was able to hold them without any points.
I would agree with you, partner. A little bit of a lucky break indeed, but you know what they'd say to us? No luck, just pure skill. We rose to the challenge, and we didn't permit a score. That's how we roll.
Well, I'm kind of curious, Charles, if they might temper their aggressiveness now offensively if they get in that fourth down spot again.
Yeah, one would think so, but maybe because they held them, they might go for it again.
Over the middle to Smith. A good pickup there, 18 yards as they get closer for third down. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry up. We are through three quarters here on NFL Kickoff. Back now at FedEx Field. It's Cardinal football. They're also out in front of the scoreboard as we get set for the fourth. And this offense on third down today, they've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3. Now Murray. He's got his target. That's complete. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. A big play there on the catch and run. 39 yards.
And this is seemingly how it's been all game long. This defense has been just a step too slow. And here they're burned again. Another big play.
From the red zone, here's the Heisman Trophy winner, Murray. Flushed out right. And he's got this inside the 10 to the 9 before he's out of bounds. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard.
And there's the beauty of Kyler Murray, because we all know he can get it done through the air. Terrific right arm, and nowadays we don't even talk about his height anymore. He's shown that he can see downfield and make throws, but he also possesses wide receiver speed. He can call his own number or scramble and turn it into a big play as well. Kyler Murray, a dual threat at the quarterback position.
Throwing now is Murray. Touchdown, Cardinals! Marquise Brown, already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Cardinals are closing in on a winning start to the year as they extend their 4th quarter lead. Extra point good by Prater. And the lead is up to 18 now.
Cardinals 28, Commanders 10. Matt Prater to kick off for Arizona.
And after the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And he'll wind up getting a couple extra yards here for his trouble to bringing it out of the end zone as he's down at the 27. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And whatever promise they showed in the preseason has not translated into week 1 because they have not been particularly competitive here at home, no less. These fans just kind of beside themselves right now. And that is not fooling anyone. He never had a chance to turn the corner there, and they'll go backwards right away. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Howell down to throw it. Firing quickly, but it's incomplete.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
3rd and long, here's Howell. And this one is incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. Coming across the field, he finds Dotson. And unable to break away, they stop him a few yards shy. Washington goes for it, but it does not pan out. Then the Cardinals will now take over with excellent field position. Murray now on 1st down. And the Washington pressure gets to him. He will go down. Jonathan Allen able to disrupt yet another pass play. That is his 3rd sack of the afternoon. A CD, a little bit of feast or famine for him. He's had some success throwing the football, but also now he's been sacked 4 times.
Yeah, you just mentioned the 4 sacks, but you're right. He has managed to hang in there and make plays at times. His offensive line, they've got to figure it out and pick things up and give him more opportunities, and he has to help them by getting rid of the ball a little bit quicker as well.
Now Murray throwing on 2nd down. Throw left side, hauled in by McBride. And the offense moving quickly to the line.
It's a gain of 15, but it's 3rd down.
Big Ace open, Big Ace open.
3rd and 2, and here's Murray. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Jamin Davis. And the Commanders are going to have the football here at their own 35-yard line. Well, that interception at least offers them a glimmer of hope here in the fourth quarter.
It certainly does if their offense goes out now and makes it pay off by getting into the end zone. And if it does, then they get a chance to get back out on the field and try and do it again. Maybe they can force that offense into more and more mistakes and give them a chance to get back into this one totally.
Yeah, still a 3-score hill to climb. We'll see if they can do it. Well, it just seems like all game long there hasn't been a lot of sync quarterback to wide receiver on this side of the football.
They haven't been on the same page, quarterback and receivers. Heck, they haven't been on the same grease board when you draw plays up. They haven't been on the same Surface tablet that you look at on the sidelines. Nothing's worked for them. They've got to find a way to start matching each other's movements.
Open man is Samuel, complete. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. They're giving those short little routes. Tackled him in bounds, too. They're just not wanting to get beat over the top.
Yeah, and if you can't really get downfield, take the short routes. But now you got to have guys who can actually break tackles and increase those gains.
Hurry, hurry!
From the gun on 3rd down, Howell. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. Howell to the air on 1st and 10. He completes this one to Terry McLaurin. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Back to throw, Howell. Out left to Dotson. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
From the 24 now, here's 2nd down at a yard. Powell. And his throw is incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
This will be play number 7 on the drive. 3rd and a yard. And once more, Howell back to the air. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense, they're just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
They'll try and run for it. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. So this drive going to continue following the conversion on 4th. Here's 1st and 10. Throw right side complete to Dotson. And he is going to be stopped up at the line of scrimmage. And we'll have a stoppage as well as we have reached the 2-minute warning.
2nd and 10 at the 17-yard line.
2nd and 10. Here's Howell. This to McLaurin out on the left side. And the Commanders are going to be looking at 1st and goal as they move this down to the 4-yard line. Now Howell. Looking for McLaurin, and he's got him. Touchdown, Washington. 4 yards on the touchdown grab. And the Commanders have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. A nice throw there by the second-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie. Because usually your rookie season, is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to his second and sometimes third progression. That was a nice play.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. Now a hit and a loose football. So a teammate picking him up there. That was nearly disaster.
And the way that you coach these things, you want to make sure you have eyes towards the return guy because you want to make sure that the catch is secured. A lot of teams do that. They have at least one guy. Okay, you're responsible for making sure he secures the catch. He's not always the one that makes the recovery, but he can always sound out the alarm. Hey, ball's on the ground. We've got to get it back.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And a few kneel downs should come very close to finishing this one off, depending on whether or not we see any defensive timeouts. They still have 2, but using them would just be prolonging what's really already been decided. Have to imagine this will be on the ground as well as they come up 2nd and 7. On the run, it's Smith. Still about 3 yards shy of a first as the 4-yard pickup brings it to 3rd down. The Commanders going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Play action. Now it's Murray. He's going deep for Brown. And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in.
And that's one of the few things that has not gone right for this offense so far. They've had their share of big plays. That was nearly another. But somehow, he just couldn't squeeze it.
And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. They're going for it. It's Murray. Escaping the pressure right. And Murray with a smart move there at the end of the play. Picks up the first down and then slides to the ground. It's a gain of 6, and that ought to just about do it.
It hasn't been the cleanest game for him, but there was a sign of improvement as he looks towards the next one. Nice bit of scrambling to move the sticks, and even more importantly, he didn't risk adding another interception to his ledger.
Green.
Murray's going to look to throw this thing. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
The defender certainly didn't forget about him leaking out of the backfield. There was a guy ready and waiting to pick him up in coverage, and that throw had no shot.
They'll get their receiver involved here. It's Brown. Now he's into the clear again. Hollywood Brown. And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown. Hollywood Marquise Brown with now 3 Week 1 touchdowns. And the Cardinals are looking good here in the season opener as they're able to extend their lead. Turning into a really good performance on the road. Week 1, you're just hoping for that first win. It's tough to do it away from home, though, but they're looking strong.
It certainly is. Any road win in the NFL is a great road win. I mean, it just does not matter whether it's supposed to be tough or not. In this particular situation, how great will they feel leaving with a win on the road against a tough opponent?
A little work still to do, though. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick.
From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
And they work this well upfield across the 45. Well, CD, always a little extra excitement for Week 1, and one of our early window games here in Week 1 on a Sunday comes to a close. Good to be back in the booth with you, my friend.